Hi everyone, we are starting a program called Making Meaning. It is where we're reading books and we are making meaning of the text through questioning and talking. I want to tell you a little bit about the program. So this year you will hear, think about, and talk about books together. You will share your ideas with each other and the class and become a classroom of readers, a community where everyone feels welcome and safe. We want everyone to know that it is okay to share what you're thinking and it's okay to have different ideas than other people. But we really have to talk about books to understand the meaning behind them. And that's all about our program, Making Meaning. We will be doing that on Monday and Tuesday, and we'll be doing some shared reading on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, so the book that we're going to start with today is called My Friends. This book is by Tara Gomi. When I look on the front cover, I only see that one name, so that tells me that she must be the author and the illustrator. The author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. Before we get started, I want to ask you a question. And I will be asking you a lot of questions in these books through Making Meaning, because that's how we learn, through talking about questions. Now, obviously you're not here in the classroom, so you will have to either kind of think aloud to yourself, maybe talk to a favorite stuffed animal, or maybe there's a brother or a sister or an adult at home that can sit with you during these lessons and you can talk to them about it. But it's very important that you do the talking and not just listen to me talk on the video. You have to do that work of thinking and sharing your ideas as well, okay? So the first question I want to ask you is, what do you like about reading or listening to books? So either reading books yourself or listening to someone else read a book to you. What do you like about reading or listening to books? So throughout the video, when I ask a question like that, rather than just sitting here for a long time and waiting for you to answer the question, if you could just pause the video, and then when you're done talking, so you have enough time, then you can start the video back up. I also want to know, what kind of books do you like? To hear someone else read to you or to read to yourself? Do you have a type of book that you like the most? For instance, right now, my son is really into listening to the Magic Treehouse books at night before bed. So this question is going to be on the discussion board. After you finish this lesson, there will be a place for you to answer the question, what kind of books you like to hear or read. Okay, so answer that question now and keep in mind you'll type it out later for the rest of us to see. All right, we're ready to hear the story. My Friends by Tara Gomi. I learned to walk from my friend, the cat. I learned to jump from my friend, the dog. I learned to climb from my friend, the monkey. I learned to run from my friend, the horse. I learned to march from my friend, the rooster. So along the way, if I feel like there's a word that I need to explain to you a little bit deeper, I have a little post-it note for me to read. So to march means to walk with regular steps like a soldier. I learned to nap from my friend, the crocodile. Nap means to sleep for just a short amount of time. I learned to smell the flowers from my friend, the butterfly. I learned to hide from my friend, the rabbit. I learned to explore the earth from my friend, the ant. Explore means to just look carefully at something. If you look carefully at this page, you see some cool things. I learned to kick from my friend, the gorilla. Usually, if I have students in the class, they tend to laugh at this page. I learned to watch the night sky from my friend the owl. I learned to sing from my friends the birds. I learned to read from my friends the books. I learned to study from my friends the teachers. That's right, teachers can be your friend too. Study means to spend time thinking and learning about something. And I learned to love from a friend like you. All right, so in the story, the little girl learned a lot from different kinds of friends, and those friends were mostly animals, weren't they? I would like to know, which animal in the story do you like? Not just any animal, but which one of the ones in the story? If you're having a hard time remembering which animals were in the story, you can take the video back and rewatch some of the parts. I want to know which animal you liked, but I also want to know, why did you like those animals the best? This is a time for you to pause and share your answer with somebody at home. All right, we're done with our book today. In Making Meaning, I forgot to mention that we will do a book 2 times. So in the next lesson, you'll see the book again, but don't worry, it's a different lesson. All right, I will see you tomorrow.